This is a 1954 Ford F100. It's been hot rod restored. It's on an older driver restoration. It's not a show truck restoration, but I would say that it wouldn't take a lot to make a show truck out of a truck like this. It's got a 302 automatic transmission, Ford LTD front end, power disc brakes, power steering, of course independent front suspension, drives arrow straight. I actually picked this truck up in South Carolina and I drove it home, which is about a 3.5 hour drive. Drove perfect. It was actually a cold day and I had the heater going. Done a couple of little things to it and actually had the guys do a weld on this brake pedal here, and I think they may have disconnected the blower to the heater when they did it. If you listen carefully, you can hear the AC turn on. Hopefully you can hear that. But like I said, when I was driving it home from South Carolina, the blower worked for sure. The AC compressor turns on, it's all hooked up, everything's hooked up, but AC hasn't been running about a year, so it does need to be charged up. So while I got in here in the inside, this is a beautiful, beautiful custom 18 gauge steel. This is not fiberglass. Custom dashboard. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful gauges. Good oil pressure. Good temperature. The speedometer does work, but it's off by about 10 miles an hour. It'll tell you you're going about 10 miles an hour faster than you really are. So when it says you're doing 80, you're really doing about 70. And I know that because I followed my wife home when we came from South Carolina. This engine sounds awesome. It's a really, really nice sounding truck. Go ahead and finish showing the interior. It's an older restoration. It's very presentable, but if you wanted it to look top notch, you'd want to come in and do a few things. I think the seats look nice. It's got nice leather seats in it, but the the carpet and the door panels, like I said, they're older. They look good. They're very presentable, but for a couple of $100, they might be worth fixing. The headliner's in great shape. If it was my truck, I would put new carpet and have a custom upholstery shop redo the door panels, and I might even go ahead and match the seats again, although the seats look in good shape. So it's got a really nice sounding custom stereo in it. Come back in here. CD player, tape player in the dash. It's got a Rockford Fosgate Punch 250 amp with a subwoofer right beside this. This is actually not just a center console, but it's actually a subwoofer, and you can even say here it says 54 underneath that custom done. Nice and clean under the hood. You can hear the engine runs perfect. Oh, just took the key off from me. So yes, power brakes, power brake booster right there. Nice, beautiful, finned aluminum head valve covers. Nice matching air cleaner. And actually, my guy put the valve covers on, and I don't know why, but I actually have a custom finned breather that goes on here that matches. So he just grabbed one and put it on there. I don't know why he did that, but I do have a custom finned one, and we'll put that on. And you should be able to see that in the still photography. The way the hood closes down, of course, the nice thing is the hood does hold itself up, and that's great. but when you close the hood down, it does want to do the typical Ford, you know, old school Ford truck thing. We've got to push the hinges in the back to get it to go all the way down. The body on this truck is really straight, zero rust, super clean. When the restoration was completed on this truck, about a 10-year-old restoration, this was a super nice truck, but it's been driven and kept in the garage, had a few things, you know, kind of bang up against it. If you wanted it to look perfect, it really deserves probably a bumper-to-bumper paint job. It's got a few spots that really need to be touched up. There's a couple of spots here. There's a spot where something hit it in the garage, and there's quite a few little spots all the way around the truck. I mean, it looks awesome from 20 feet away, but if you get right up on it, it just needs some spots here where it's been touched up by a brush. There's a spot here. I almost painted the truck, and I thought, you know what, the next guy may want to change the color or something. Although I think this is a beautiful color. It's a burgundy, just really pretty burgundy color. There's one little rock chip there. Probably a rock got stuck in the tire and kicked it up. Gorgeous tailgate. A couple of little spots here. There's a little tiny chip there. I mean, the body's arrow straight. There's zero rust on it, so it wouldn't need much more than to be scuffed down, and had a couple of spots blocked and then reshot. It's got an oak bed in it. Needs to be sanded down and refinished. It's really, obviously, the potential of a beautiful bed, but you know, the clear's peeling off of it, the old clear. So all the glass and weather stripping are new. Windshield wipers work. All the chrome is in excellent condition. The bumper delete's excellent condition. It's got centerline wheels with tires with great tread on them. Unfortunately, it's been raining and gotten the undercarriage of this. No matter what I've tried to do, I can't keep the underneath of this truck clean because I am driving it. And it is actually really low to the ground, so I'm having to be right down on the ground. But I just want to show, like I said, 100% completely rust-free. Nice, clean fender wells. I was just telling another associate of mine, you know, this is the truck that if somebody would just do a little bit, you know, keep on drive it and enjoy it and tinker with it, you know, paint it or do touch-ups on it and things like that. These are the trucks that you see when they're finally done, you know, in the $40,000, $50,000 range. Trying to get the camera to adjust there so you can see. Dirty because I've been driving it, but nice, clean, rust-free undercarriage. I mean, absolutely beautiful floor pans. I love the way this exhaust system sounds. It's just iconic muscle truck, muscle car, muscle truck sound. So there you have it. It's this is a, like I said, from 10 feet, 20 feet away, you know, from across the parking lot, and guys are coming at you to look at this truck. It's stunning. I mean, it's a really sharp truck. Lights work, turn signals work, brake lights work. I mean, it's a super sharp truck, 20-footer. When you get up on it, it needs a few things, but I think that this is definitely a truck that's worth investing in. Definitely a truck that's worth finishing up or taking up to the next level, but can totally be enjoyed just like it is, and really good truck for the money.